So this is a mad story. So about 10 years ago, a 200-year-old poem was found sandwiched between two books in the archives department of Uxbridge Library, and it had been lost the entire time. What made it strange was it was written by a local shopkeeper who had a shop around this corner on Winter Street, and we've got a shop around this corner on Winter Street, so we were given a copy. And I've read this poem many times, but this one line has always stood out: "Those of Cowley where Dodd's bones now lay." Now obviously I had to look into who this could possibly be, and I was not prepared for the answer. It turns out that William Dodd was an 18th century superstar preacher, like so charismatic people travelled from miles just to hear him talk. He partied with royalty, had the most extravagant clothes and lived it large. So much so, he ended up being drowned in debt. And such was his desperation that he forged a bond for £4,000. He was eventually caught for this and sentenced to death. This is like Stephen Fry being sentenced to death. It was massive news, and like thousands of people travelled all over the country to watch him be hanged. They had to build a special stand to carry all these people, which ended up collapsing under the weight, and one woman actually died in the crush. Imagine dying at someone else's execution. But after he was hanged, his body was dragged here to Cowley Church and buried in an unmarked grave.